Morning, this is Wednesday 17th of September and we're here just got up in Tupelo, Mississippi. Got here last night, just went for a little drive around the downtown, had the photo taken with the Elvis statue, and this morning now we're going to go back downtown, down to the hardware store. There's a couple of Elvis markers that are new to me, so just stop off of them just because. Then it's off to the birthplace. Done that several times, but we'll go again as we're here. And there's the new mural there that we haven't seen before, but only up until we'll be here till lunchtime or so, and then we're driving to Memphis. So last night we stayed here at the Best Western. We've stayed here several times when we come to Tupelo. It's always a good stay here. It's pretty highly rated on TripAdvisor and it's affordable. So we stay here. It's up in this Barnes Crossing area. Plenty of the shopping places around. There's a Walmart down in that direction. There's the our usual go-to when we're here for food in the evening. The Olive Garden is literally just with the trees there, so you just walked to that last night. We'll show you around the room just before we leave, just to show you what the rooms are like here at the Best Western, or at least the room we've got on the ground floor, or over in that corner over there. So this is the Best Western Inn and Suite. So come in, got the storage space and the ironing board. There's the iron, used it last night. Microwave, big fridge. Ooh. Coffee maker Keurig, desk, TV, nice big bed.
Oh, it's massive.
Yeah. So we're on the ground floor. So it's handy. The car's just outside. He's building something new over the other side there. We've seen this area down this end of Barnes Crossing, and we've seen it develop over the years, haven't we, with more being built. There's a restaurant just down the end there now, I think it's Mexican restaurant. That's a completely new building from last time. Yeah, so we're gonna head to downtown Tupelo and over to what was East Tupelo, to the Elvis birthplace. So this is the first of the new markers we haven't seen before. It's the old Tupelo Garment factory where Elvis's mother worked. Elvis's mother Gladys worked. It's here on South Green Street. This is running alongside that. Once it passes over West Main, just a couple of blocks up there, it becomes North Green Street, and if you carry on following that up there, you'd eventually come to the site of the Presley's last home in Tupelo on number 1010 North Green. Obviously there's nothing there now, it's just trees, but the site is if you keep following this road up. So this is now Relics Marketplace. There's supposed to be a really nice coffee shop in there as well. Yeah, it's all antiques now. So here's the new marker. I've noticed the newer markers have a lot more detail on them, haven't they?
It's very nice.
So Garment Company, 1927 to 38. In 1932, 20-year-old Gladys Love Smith went to work as a seamstress on the second floor of this building located in Mill Village. While working at the plant, Gladys wed Vernon Presley and became pregnant with twins On January 8th, 1935, Gladys gave birth to 2 children, Jessie Garin, who was stillborn, and Elvis Aaron, who went on to achieve worldwide acclaim for his music. Her co-workers took up a collection of money after her delivery, suggesting that she was well liked. Yeah, it's cool.
It's very nice actually to be
It
fair.
is, isn't it?
And that's really, it's bronze, it's lovely.
I know it's stupid, but are the other ones raised? I can't think. Or raised that much?
No, but if it's new, so they just move on a bit, don't they?
Might just be me with memory.
But
So
it's a really good job, it's lovely. You know, I want cheap, isn't it? It's good. Nice thing. It's very nice.
yes, we're not going to do all the markers this time. Wait for the cars to pass. We won't do all the markers this time round because we have done them, and I've got 3 videos where I cover all the markers in more detail and some other spots as well, so I'll put links to them below. So I did notice a sign just across the way there as we're coming down historic mill village. I think the majority of that historic area though is more down this side, and again there's just a bit further down there, turning left, there's another former home of the Presleys. I think turn left down there and turn right, and their home is just down a bit there on Maple. Again, there's videos you can watch where I've gone down there previously. So just passing on Clark Street here in Tupelo. The Silver Moon Club has got this mural. Welcome to Tupelo, Mississippi, the birthplace of Elvis Presley. There's Sonny Burgess. He was Sonny Burgess up there on the right. He's on Sun Records in the mid-50s. Caricature over there, the Jailhouse Rock caricature, and a little mock-up of the birthplace at the front, well, the porch of the birthplace here. Okay, so this is Clark Street, so this is running more or less, it is running parallel with Main Street. Main would be just 2 blocks up there, so we're heading just a bit further east a minute, just to go over to the park again, just to the Elvis statue at Fairpark, the site of the 1956 Tupelo the Fair and Dairy Show. All previously covered. So, just parked in downtown Tupelo. You can see the hardware store across the road there, that's Main Street. And the cars running back and forth there. So we've just parked on the side. We're going to walk over to the statue of Fairpark, which is just through the other side of that building there. And along the railroad tracks is this historic marker here, the iron furnace. I don't think we've seen this the other times we've come here. Hundreds of Union prisoners were interned here during the summer of 1862. They were in a wood stockade located on the west side of Front Street, slightly south of where you stand, so that would be further down that way, obviously alongside the tracks there somewhere. Adjoining the stockade on the north was a separate enclosure housing Union sympathisers, bridge burners and accused informants. They were held captive in poorly ventilated store warehouse. It was called the Iron Furnace. Yes. Should have been. Hang on. Oh, it's going. Sorry, it's going the other way.
What?
It's going the other way. I thought it was going to come. I thought we were going to be stuck.
Oh, it's down there.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Love the sound of the trains. Yes, when we come through Tupelo yesterday evening, there was a train on stop here, right, and it was across Main Street there, so we couldn't get through. We had to detour and carry on up Front Street and go across further up because the train was just stuck then. These freight trains over here are about 3 miles long, I think, and but it wasn't going anywhere anyway, so would have caused a bit of a tailback and we would have been there a while.
Going down to Sun. I can't get down.
Right, so this is Commerce coming to Fairpark here. I can't remember, we'll have a look now. Yeah, so going to the statue here in a minute. We'll find a bin now. So this was the site of the fairgrounds back in the day, when Elvis actually performed during, well, he was here in August '55 as well actually, but the famous one is the September 26th 1956 homecoming tour. But when he played, he would have actually been, the stage would have actually been set up further down there, further south in the bottom end of the fairgrounds, and the rides and attractions would have been up here where City Hall is now, leading up to the entrance, which was not quite on Main Street, as the arch is now just beyond Shan there. The entrance to the park would have been not far off in line, perhaps where Shan is now. Actually, it was set back a bit because Mulberry ran in between Main Street and the park wall where the Presleys lived for a short period. That road there, Commerce Street, is another street that the Presleys lived in, but it was on the other side of Main Street, where Commerce now just carries on north. Carries on north, just with the gap there, just to the side of that white building. Carries on north up there. It would have been that side of Maine that the Presleys lived. So who's that?
I took a photo. I couldn't read it and the grass is wet.
Oh.
Here we go. Mountain leader, war chief of Longtown, South Tupelo. Born circa 1750, died 1798. America's most influential Chickasaw ally. Washington Peace Medal recipient 1792. Could I once see the day that whites and reds were all friends, it would be like getting my eyesight. August the 8th, 1792.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's the same one.
Yeah, they are raised.
It's the same one. It's exactly
I just
the same.
couldn't remember if they were raised. Yeah. Yep. Somebody's been across there this morning,
Yeah,
across the wet grass.
How cute is that? That's cute. I like it. Look at that. It's laugh. That was really nice. There you go.
Yeah, looking at old photos of the old fairgrounds that stood here. You've got Main Street there. It's probably going to be a bit. The entrance is going to be a bit down here. That doesn't say, does it? That's for children and families of our community in loving memory of Francis Reed. Yeah, so Main Street is there. The entrance to the park probably would have been just about here. Going off old photos, actually. So you had a row of businesses on the edge of Main Street there, and then behind it was Mulberry. A couple of boarding houses, and one of which the Presley family lived in for a short period after they defaulted on the home that they'd put down a deposit on in Berry Street over in East Tupelo. Couldn't keep up the repayments, and they had to give it up, and they had to come over here to Mulberry. Sian doesn't want to walk across the wet grass. It is quite soggy first thing in the morning with the dew. So we called you last night when it was all lit up. So here it is again in daytime. Very, very good statue, to be fair. It's a very good depiction of that September 26th, 1956 homecoming concert. And there it is. Elvis was here August 1st, 1955. That was on a bill headlined by Webb Pierce. Came to September 26th, 1956 and September 27th, 1957. Donated by Tupelo Elvis Presley Fan Club. And this one is dedicated to the memory of Elvis Presley's beloved family, Vernon, Gladys, Jessie, Minnie. Donated by Colin and Hedwig Cook. Jessie's name is spelt differently wherever you go. It's IE there, and it's IE on the little memorial stone in the meditation garden in Graceland, which was the spelling of his grandfather, of course. But elsewhere there's no I in it, and I believe the correct spelling is actually without the I. Well, might as well capture it as we're walking past it. Okay. The next marker we haven't seen, it's a bit further up on Main Street here. One of the murals here in downtown Tupelo. The Elvis Jailhouse Rock, just up a bit from the hardware store. There's a silhouette in the window there as well. I didn't see that one.
Hi.
Just another downtown nod to Elvis. I don't know if that's an original ghost sign. I've seen it before, obviously, but I don't know if it's an original or whether it's been put there since. And that's opposite the Tupelo, Mississippi mural. Greetings from Tupelo, Mississippi. Now, carry on up Main Street just a little bit. We will eventually go across the Reeds. There's a famous photo of Reeds where the banner is across the top of Main Street here about Tupelo welcomes Elvis Presley for that September 56 concert at the Fair and Dairy show. And you can clearly see Reeds there. It's been there quite a long time now. So here's the other marker just up from Reeds and the hardware store, which is at the second set of lights down on Main there. So it's Dr. William Robert Hunt's office. It was housed on the second floor of this building at 214 West Main Street. Just before dawn, January 8th, 1935. Wait for the cars to go past. Okay, I'm sure we've read it by now. Dr. Hunt was called to the Presley home and delivered Jessie Garrett Presley. There was Jessie there without the I, who was stillborn, and 35 minutes later, Elvis Aaron Presley. Officially noted on medical record 9/20, Elvis was born about halfway through Dr. Hunt's career delivery of just over 1,800 babies. He died in 1952, never knowing of Elvis's international success. So his office would have been just obscured actually by this overhang here, because America, of course, that's the first floor, so the second floor is these windows here, so it's just, well, I'm standing, it's covered a minute, not that there's anything to see, they're just windows. Okay, let's go round the corner to the Lyric Theatre, because there is a marker there, and I can't, for the life of me, I can't check the old videos a minute because I haven't got Wi-Fi, but can't remember if I filmed it. Say it again. Filmed it before. So there's another Tupelo mural. Yeah, so here's the lyric, then the marker. I think I might have covered it, but just in case, here we go. Well, Elvis enjoyed going to the movies, especially westerns, at the Lyric Theatre. Friends recall how Elvis would climb over the divider in the balcony to sit among his African American friends. The sweetest of the legends associated with this theatre and Elvis is the rumour that he stole his first kiss in the balcony. Yeah, so we came here with Sam Bell, specifically, African American friend. But of course, in those days, Sam Bell would have had to have entered the theatre at the side door here for African Americans, and would have to sit in the balcony upstairs. Of course, Elvis, as a white child, would go in through the front, but he'd go up the balcony and jump over the dividers into the segregated area to sit with his friends. Oh, there's some sort of carriage in there at the moment. I think it was under threat of closure and demolition at one point, but I think it's been revamped now and has got a second lease of life. Second lease of life. But yeah, lovely old theatre. And there's the Tupelo City Hall, or Tupelo County Hall. There's a marker there because Elvis Radio WELO WELO broadcast out of there, and Elvis would go there on Saturday mornings and sometimes perform on Mississippi Slim's show, and apparently more often than not would sing Old Shep. That's so I won't go around to that marker now because we have covered it. And Chan's in the shade. Wish I was in the shade and melting. I know, why do we always come in September? Because we love it, really. It's hot, but we like it. The Elvis guitar These guitars are all over downtown Tupelo. Oh, yeah, this is the Reed's window. I was just saying about the banner. Tupelo. Yeah. The Tupelo welcomes Elvis, and the Reed's shop there in the corner. So that corner is this one here. So the banner would have been across the street here. No. The other side of the road across there. But then you can see the Tupelo Theatre in between the two, what are now two sections of Reed's. Reed's has got that bit, and it's got that where that black and white store is there now. And the Tupelo Theatre was the little bit in the middle where Elvis apparently used to go as well for matinee shows. Yeah, it's actually 10 o'clock it opens, so it's only 9:20 now, so I don't think we'll hang around, but they've got chairs there from the Lyric Theatre where they say Elvis sat. That's whether he did or not. They're probably from the Lyric Theatre, and there's a possibility that he sat there. And various Elvis posters on the wall. What are we doing?
I was looking at the architectural era. It's very Norlands, isn't it?
Norlands.
Why aren't we walking down that way?
Oh, just go to the mural around the front here, and I wanted to see if there's anything in the window that catches my eye. Another guitar. Oh, Lawhorn Elementary, that says on it, where Elvis went to school. Over in East Tupelo, it was called East Tupelo Consolidated when Elvis went there, but it's now Lawhorn. Musical notes here, it's supposed to stop people on skateboards possibly. Oh, this is the retro section. Reed's. This is where the theatre was then, is it? So it's not incorporated into Reed's, it's gone. Oh, there's another mural here. The Cradle of Rock and Roll. Tupelo, Mississippi, Reed's. So it's got That's Alright, Elvis's first recording, and way down that side, one of his last recordings, and of course the last song released in his lifetime, which was became a big #1 in the UK after he died. Top 20 America, I think. Number 18 if I remember rightly. So this is the Elvis mural with a Disney touch now. Can you see it? Hidden Mickey. Yes, the artist RC apparently does a lot of Disney art as well. And there's a hidden Mickey there. Elvis and the Disney Elvis and the Disney connection. Okay, we're going to head down Main Street now, head over east, over to the east side of Tupelo, over to the Elvis Presley birthplace. Okay, just before going to the birthplace, we're stopping here at the Tupelo Convention Centre. Tupelo Visitor Centre, sorry. The marker we've covered, Shake Rag, and the historic marker for Shake Rag there. But I think this mural is new. It's just a depiction of the birthplace, obviously the house where Elvis was born, and the Becoming statue that's up on the overlook as part of the park there. It's quite a nice mural. I was kind of right. Tupelo Convention and Visitors Bureau. The right words, not necessarily in the right order. So we're here now at the birthplace. I've tried to come up right up to the end here, just to try and park in a bit of shade. So while I'm up this end, let's go and have a look at the reflections pool. Fans are invited to pause for moments of quiet rest amid the beauty of nature. This peaceful garden offers a time to reflect on Elvis's boyhood, the early years of the journey that made him into the amazing man he became. Perhaps reflection on the first 13 years of one's own life will bring to mind families, communities, special individuals and other early influences that have shaped your life. So I had subscribed to the emails from the birthplace and Roy Turner. I'm not sure what his official title would be. The main man. He's an Elvis historian, and he was his sister Elaine Dundee in her book Elvis and Gladys, but he's like the main manager, I guess, CEO of the birthplace. And he said they're having work done here to improve it further. So it is very nice and picturesque around here. Obviously the leaf blower a minute is not it's not quite so tranquil, but on a normal basis, yes, it would be. And this is the bridge over troubled waters. As you approach reflections, experience the serenity, enjoy the calmness, and notice the ripples in the pond created by the water features. These ripples symbolize life's individual troubles. Good grief, that's a spider. I thought it was a crack. It's an actual spider on there. Look at the size on that thing. There's a big, well, that's a long-legged spider. Pause here, reflect, listen to the peacefulness of the rushing water over the falls and the leaf blower. Take a few moments, and as you move across bridge over troubled waters, we hope you too are spiritually moved to pursue your next dream. Our love locks have been left on the bridge here as well. It just borders houses here. It's all open. You know, anybody can come into this part. It's not as if it's fenced off or gated. As you can see, it's all open and accessible. Nice seating area there, just to sit and watch the fountain and reflect. And this one says, reflections purpose is first for you to sit by the falling waters in the rustic, natural, serene setting and give thanks for all the people who were mentors or influences in your life, helping you to become your best self. Secondly, reflections offers you an opportunity to be reminded of all the blessings received throughout your life and to give thanks in your own spiritual way. Finally, as you leave, it is with hope that reflections will help you dream your next dream. One should never leave without a dream. What is your dream? When you come across from Reflections, I think it's this area here that is going to be the next part of Reflections that's going to be looked at and improved. Until we meet again, may God bless you as He has blessed me, Elvis. So the beaker behind the main pavilion here, you've got all these information boards around the back as well. Oh, that's about the secret gift of Elvis's generosity in using the money he earned at the Mississippi-Alabama Fair and Dairy Show to create the Elvis Presley Youth Centre. The article mentions the charities and fans who benefited from Elvis's kindness. And here's the information about the mural. It was created by Betty Harper, official artist for Elvis Presley Enterprises, and she's created several t-shirt designs for the birthplace. Okay, so of course it's chronological here, so we've got the tornado of 36. Well, there's Dr. Hunt. We've been to the Elvis driving tour marker just now. Gladys and Vernon, and there's the Tupelo Garment Co, where there's another Elvis driving tour sign. Cotton, Muddy Waters, Bucka White, various images of Elvis, and of course the famous 2-year-old Elvis with his parents on the Elvis Country album cover. Depiction of Shake Rag, Milam School, and Elvis through his youth. There's Mississippi Slim, the WELO radio station at the Mississippi County Court. Blowhorn. Rexall Drug Store. And then of course off to Memphis in the car in 1948. Then back to Tupelo for the Mississippi-Alabama Fair and Dairy Show. Various images of Tupelo around that time. At the actual concert there. And there's the evening show where he wore the red equivalent to the blue shirt he wore in the afternoon show. Yeah, oh, that's cool, very good. There's Elvis Presley's, the home, so there's the birthplace of Elvis. This is the back of it. I'm not going to film too much here because again I've done it so much in detail prior before this. We did all with the fountain and the wording on the side, and the Church Assembly of God Church up there. So trot out the line again. I'll put a link below if you're interested in seeing this area in much more detail. Yeah, so that was one of the few ones to get historic mark on the country trail and on the blues trail up behind the Elvis the 13 statue. No.
Is that right?
Yeah. Yes.
What is it?
Yeah.
I thought it
No, it's the
was
actual.
destroyed, isn't it?
No, it's the actual house. Yeah, so met Roy Turner in there, who's the main man here now at the birthplace. Helped Elaine Dundee write the book I said earlier, and just went in the gift shop now, and he's sitting there. Okay. Yeah, so I had a quick picture taken with Roy Turner. He was very gracious. Very gracious. No problem having a photo taken there, so yeah, that was nice. So I'm going to head up to the top, up to the overlook in a minute, just to have a look at the statue, and then we'll head out. As I'm walking along Elvis Presley Drive here, just to get a photo of the sign outside there, I noticed a different angle to see the Assembly of God Church through the gap in the trees there, and it's right opposite Berry Street. And Berry Street, if you go down to the end of Berry Street there, on that very corner there where there's now stands another church, that was the original location for this Assembly of God Church, and it was moved here to the birthplace, and now shows a short little presentation of how a church service would have been when the Presleys attended. And Berry Street also was where the Presleys, Vernon put down a deposit on a house around 1945, but shortly defaulted on the pavement, and they had to move from Berry Street over to downtown Tupelo. So that was done there, and there's the church's new home here at the birthplace. So here we are. Made the long walk up, hot walk. The car park today is sorry, gotta get my breath back. The car park today obviously the visitor, the birthplace itself it's just about the busiest I can remember it. The car park's pretty full. Well, this first half of it is definitely full, and there's 4 or 5 coaches in there. There's a lot of people here today, but nobody up here at the overlook for the becoming statues. So how many people actually realise, although there's obviously maps, how many people actually realise that they're up here, or whether people are just put off with the walk in the heat, because it's a pull. It's a pull to get up here in this heat anyway. Yeah, so this is the becoming statue. Young Elvis, around 13 or so, and the intentionally larger than life Elvis depiction with the eagle on the back there. So that's this 73 Hawaii concert is the rendition then, should we say. Quite a few midges up here actually as well. Right. Oh, perhaps the yes, perhaps the statue actually is when he was 11, is it? Yeah, the statue of Elvis is 11. He's at 11 and it's life size. Well, that of the entertainer is bigger than life. Oop, what was that bug? Yeah, so some information there. Again, they've filmed all this before. I just thought I'd come up and get another few pictures, and because it's very good. I do like this this statue a lot. Okay, let's walk down. It's going to be a lot easier walking down than it was walking up, I'm sure. I'll leave it there. We're leaving Tupelo now, and we're going to head to Memphis, next stop. So yeah, so I'll close this one off here and start a new one when we get up in Memphis. Okay, bye.